What's bracking, everybody? It's your boy Stav Buckets live with another episode of the Good Game Report Podcast. Happy Sunday to everybody out there, or Monday if you're across the pond, or even further over, like Ultralight is, who's chilling up in chat right now. Got a great episode lined up today. Really looking forward to this one. Bunch of stuff we're gonna hit on. But as I said, it's your boy Stabby Buckets, steering the car, driving it. In the passenger seat, we got the Mendys of the Menders, the Mendersons of the Mendersons. Mendy. Mendy, can we get we're still driving the car. Are we doing a skirt yurt today, or is it just a yurt?
I'm feeling a skirt yurt.
A skirt yurt. All right, can we do a double skirt yurt? Is this even possible?
Oh, skirt yurt.
So much skirting, it's crazy. What's up, Elvin? Thank you for coming by. What's up, Ultralight? And if you're listening, an audio version later on or watching on YouTube down the road, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate the support. For everybody who's tuning in live on Twitch right now, thank you for coming by. We're going to have a great night, and we really look forward to your feedback during the podcast as well. That's one of the things we love doing on this new style. So chime in if you're feeling the subject. We'd love to have it. And if you're watching on YouTube, throw a comment in the section that you really liked and wanted to talk about. We'd love to answer the comments. So without further ado, let's give a breakdown of what we're getting into this week. We're covering the to be determined or to be continued Fall Guys discussion that we talked about last week. Yes. So we're going to hit on that. It's going to be the fall of Fall Guys and what happened to Fall Guys. So we'll dive into that. We're going to talk about NickMercs and his extension with Faze. We had the first Rocket League Fortnite crossover happen this weekend, so we'll dive into that. I'm expecting we're going to see a lot of crossovers now that Epic is the powerhouse behind Rocket League, so we'll get into that. GameStop is going to do more pre-orders for PlayStation, so we're going to dive into that, and I wonder if that's a little spin on what's happening between the consoles going on right now. We're going to jump into Spellbreak. Played it basically all week, so we're going to do a full breakdown on Spellbreak and try to let Mendy know what he's missing or not missing in the game. We'll talk about Metal Gear Solid a little bit. Among Us, Twitch bans a music monopoly. We'll dive into that a little bit. Amazon had a couple cool things come out this week, including a new gaming service that we'll jump into. Also, Adidas continues to pump out gaming-themed stuff, I guess you would call it. Gaming gear. I'm going to call it gaming gear. We'll jump into that. And I have a question about Valorant. They have a new gun skin that came out, which led me to a question that I kind of want to ask Mendy about and interested if anybody agrees with us. If we have time, we'll get into the closing segment about celebrities and streaming on Twitch and streaming on YouTube. We'll dive into that if we have time.
Maybe another to be continued.
Maybe another to be. This one actually has been to be continued for a little bit now.
Yeah.
But if we have enough time, we'll dive into it. We have a lot of topics. So it's going to be a great episode. A lot of I like hitting on a lot of topics for like a shorter period of time because it just kind of branches out the power that's inside there rather than having long discussions about 4 stuff. We have about 10 plus things that we're going to hit on. So really excited for this one. First, though, Mendy, this is your second podcast of the day, correct?
That is correct, Sir Stavo.
Kid's a podcast main. Sundays are for the pods.
Yeah.
You're just a pod father, bro. You're just out here just podding away. Give us a little breakdown of your morning podcast that is with a GGR member that is great supporter of the thing, Rhinolicious.
Yes. So Rhinolicious, I was on his podcast early this morning. It was 9 a.m. It was, I think my eyes were a bit baggy and bloodshot red. But it was a lot of fun. He does a great job on it. That anybody that does go on the podcast or anybody that listens to his podcast, I highly recommend it. He's got a great structure for it. His questions were, it was kind of weird because I don't really consider myself much of an interesting person. But he had great
I'm glad you said it.
He had great lineup questions for me, and I was like, wow, like this is like it made me really think deeper into like what I do and my stream and games and all. It was Great topics. I had a lot of fun. I can't wait to watch it again when he posts it on YouTube. So definitely tune on that and check out his other podcasts. He's been doing it for a little while now, and he's like Stav said, he's a great supporter of the GGR. So big shout out to him.
I'm kind of worried now that you said that because I will be on it in November. After my wild October cleans up, I said I'm good in November. October is gonna stink, so let's set up for November. I'm excited to see it come out. I'm going to use it more of a briefing on my end of what I'm about to get into, but
Mm,
um, I'm glad I'm glad it went good. Really excited, and we'll make sure to repost it on all of our channels as well when it does go live on YouTube,
yeah.
because we obviously want to support Rhinolicious and just about anybody in the GGR. So always happy to promote stuff like that. Do you have enough energy for a second podcast, or are you all potted out?
No, I'm good. I'm good. It was good spacing between because I had my nap, in the late afternoon. I was able to have dinner. I went out on the jet ski, so I had a lot of time in between the first podcast and this podcast to bring back that energy.
Love it. I love it. So don't be worried, anybody watching or listening. Mendy's he's still fully gassed up. He's ready to go for this potty as well.
I actually have another one at 1 a.m. tonight. It's gonna.
It's with Kid with a Stick and on the other side of the world. You just lined up the entire night.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty great. Yeah, let's just knock out all these time zones. Just bang them out real quick. The only thing that I had this week that I want to highlight, as you guys can probably see, because there's this giant mechanical arm in here.
yes.
I upgraded to an arm because I didn't like my audio. And now the mic is directly in my face. I still need to kind of reconfigure my desk a little bit so it will be not directly in front of my camera, but I'm loving the audio. I was watching my VOD from yesterday. The audio seems so much better, and I'm really excited to give this a try and just go forward because audio is so key, and especially if you're a streamer out there, I think having audio is more important than your camera. Like a camera's fine. I don't think you need the most important camera, but audio is so important to become like you just want to be clean to the viewers. So I didn't like my audio with the podcast. I didn't like it with my stream. So I did get the arm. And it's great. Sorry if I scream because when I scream now, it's
Can you give us
it's
a little
gonna
arm swing? Can you give us a little what you did earlier?
this way.
No, just like what you did before.
You just be like, yeah, what's back in its bucket?
It cuts out a little bit if you go too loud, but it's still pretty good.
I just love it. It's something to play with. It'll keep my attention. But yeah, I think it was like $35-$40. Grabbed it. Just a little improvement that I decided to do this week. So sorry if I scream. Watch your eardrums because it's gonna happen. But with that being said, let's dive into gaming news. Gaming news. All right, first one we're hitting on the to be continued from last week. I know everybody's on the edge of their seat
Yeah.
waiting for this to be continued discussion, but here we go. We got it right now. This one might affect a lot of people here. We're going to talk about the fall of Fall Guys.
Yvonne already says she wants her $20 back.
So
I said from the beginning this game was too expensive for the amount of content that they had. And I said that they need to pump out more. They need new maps. They need a DLC. They need more stuff. And they took too long. They announced it, but it took too long.
All right, so let's dive into why we're all kind of feeling like this because it's obviously you found a picture. Fall Guys is dead. Rip Fall Guys. So other people are
We
feeling
actually
this.
made this picture.
I mean, just look at the numbers on Twitch. It was it was at 30K earlier when this game was in the hundreds of thousands. About a month ago. It's just crazy where we're at right now with Fall Guys. I've played it once, maybe over the past 2 weeks. I was playing with Jules.
I don't even know the last time I played it.
Just to kind of kill some time, but this game was so high and yet fell so hard at the same time. So, Mendy, I'm just going to open up with the question: what do you think happened to Fall Guys?
Pretty much everything I was saying before, and I think Among Us really just swung it out of the ballpark and
Okay.
absolutely dominated. I think if Among Us didn't do so well, Fall Guys would still be okay. But just like anything in the world, just like anything as far as business and companies goes, there's always going to be some sort of competition, and they should have been more prepared for this, and they should have pumped out more content, and they did the big Chungus thing, like oh great, okay,
Sick update.
and they should have pumped out more stuff where they should have been prepared, and they unfortunately took too long, and Among Us is completely just taken over.
So I'm trying to. I think it was even like losing its vibe even before Among Us really started popping off
Mm,
too. And um, do you think it's like, to me, it's directly to the lack of updates and new games? Like, you're like, dude, all right, another perfect match. Like, I hate playing perfect match, and like it's like games like that where
yeah, there's a lot of
they
repeats, and there's not a lot of them to play.
they did add that one new like final finale game, like Jump Space or something. It had the 2 bars going on, and then it
Yeah, I
would
think
fall
from
out
this picture,
underneath.
actually, that's where it comes from the
So like that
platform.
was cool, but give us more than that. And
Like, keep doing it. Do something new like every week.
another thing that I disliked a lot that people were asking for right off the rip, they didn't add more slots for multiplayer. Like, it stayed at 4.
And how many people can you put in a party for Among Us?
10.
That's huge.
That's a huge difference. Even if it was like, if you had the option to fill 6 or something like that, or 8, I think that would have been huge and people still playing it. But um, they just stuck at 4. It was the same games over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they added that Chungus thing in, but that wasn't really that big. Like, that wasn't a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it was the lack of improvement, lack of updating. Uh, but to me, I think they're just so focused on that season 2 that we discussed a couple weeks ago. Like, initially, there was like, all right, we're focusing on season 2. I think that was the wrong approach. I think they should have implemented that down the road, but continuously added to the games that they have here.
Yeah.
I think they had, the world was their oyster for that week where Tim was playing and he wasn't winning. They
Oh
were
my God.
tweeting, all the tweets were gold. Everybody was just jumping on like the Bash Tim bandwagon. That might have been the most success I've ever seen a video game have.
From a short time period.
Just that 1 week alone, everybody was
Mm-hmm.
playing Fall Guys. All the big streamers were playing Fall Guys. Their Twitter was great. Like, everything was going great, and then it's just like they ran out of gas. Like, they shot their shot, and people were just like, "Well, nothing's new, so why am I going to keep playing this?" You know?
Mm. So, Stavi, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Since we saw the rise and fall of Fall Guys, do you think we'll see a rise and fall in Among Us? And will there be a new game that comes out to dominate them all? A party game with many people you can join in.
Should we do Among Us now or come back to this?
We can come back to this. Whatever works.
All right, we'll come. No, let's knock it out now. We're talking about Among Us because it is very comparable. The two games, both party games. Um, and where Fall Guys did so well at the beginning, it kind of fell off. Among Us kind of seems like they have a good idea of what they're doing here. Giant party-based game up to 10 people. Um, Even though I did rage last night a little bit.
I saw.
It's not the game though. It's the like the strategy inside the game that kind of throws people off, I feel.
Yeah.
Um, but the big thing that I love that Among Us is doing is they were going to do Among Us 2. Okay. A new game or a new season, whatever you want to call it, but it was going to be Among Us 2. They came out this week and said they're not doing that and they're just going to focus on improving the current game that we're all playing right now. I love this approach by Among Us. And this is something I wish Fall Guys did. Take advantage of the opportunity. You have the audience now. Everybody's playing, they're talking about it, but you need new stuff. You need new
Hmm.
mini games, new maps. Even though the map that we're watching right now, that's the only map I somewhat know. I don't know
Yeah.
any of the other maps.
Same.
Um, So like when you get to like the voting thing, they're just like, "Oh, he was in navigation." I'm just like, "What the hell is navigation?" Like I
Yeah,
have no idea.
same here. You have to pick it up
Uh,
pretty quick.
and like it hurts my arguments in the
Yeah.
like the meetings, but um I think the approach that Among Us is taking, just simply improving what they currently have, is the right approach. And I really wish Fall Guys would have done this instead of just putting it all into Fall Guys 2. Just back out, just improve what you have now, and just keep crushing it. Do you think that's the right approach?
Yeah, I think it was a good move on their part to not come out with another new game and just focus on what they have now and add on new things and just make it perfect. I thought it was a good move on their part, and I think they're going to benefit from it, but they got to do it. It's got to be now. They got to do it now.
I would like just like take that level that we're watching right now,
Mm-hmm.
just cycle out all the games that they have, the mini games, and just put all new mini games in.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
yeah.
And if you keep the mini games going, to me that's like my favorite part is the mini games. I love I love doing them. I hate though like when you're in the middle of one, you die and you're just like, "Oh, so close to finishing it."
Or when somebody like calls a meeting or a dead body and you're like halfway through it.
Dude, we had someone call a meeting last night. I think it was Valor. Uh, he called a meeting. He's like, Nothing happened. Nothing's been going on. I haven't seen a dead body, and everybody's quiet." So I called the meeting. I'm just like, sick. What?
I wonder if he was the imposter that round.
Like, there's no evidence to go around. It's just like it's just calling a meeting just to like have a meeting and just like talk. I don't know.
He was just lonely. He needed to talk to someone.
Yvonne
Poor
was there. It
Valor.
was crazy.
Poor
It was
Valor.
crazy. Uh, I really do like this approach though. Like and we've said this. To me, it's like seasons, you know? Like Fortnite used to do like updates throughout the season, and then they would have like the end of the season stuff, and then it would turn into a new season.
Yeah.
But they did the updates throughout the season, and I like that approach for games. Like you just implement new stuff while people are playing it. It kind of just helps keep the vibe going, keep the energy flowing, rather than just keeping the same game for months and then all of a sudden you get a brand new thing. No, keep it lively, keep it updated, keep new stuff coming. That's how people are going to keep playing it. And I think they're doing the right thing right now by just doing new updates on
Hmm.
this game that we're playing rather than just wait until the next one. Something Fall Guys should do, but
Yeah.
I think it's too late for Fall Guys. I really do.
Unfortunately, I think they could bounce back when with the whole medieval stuff with the new what are they calling it, battle pass? You remember the
Yeah, yeah.
video?
Do you think that can save Fall Guys? Like, do you think you'll see a spike?
I think we'll see a spike, but I don't know how long that spike's gonna last. I think it's gonna
Gotcha.
go pretty far down, but I do think it's gonna hit big again.
If more staying power a year from now, Fall Guys or Among Us?
I'm gonna say, fudge. That's a good question. I'm gonna say Among Us, if only Fall Guys limits you to 4 people in your party, and they take this long to keep doing new updates.
I'll uh I'll play devil's advocate here. I'm gonna say Fall Guys because you can't solo queue in Among Us.
You can,
But
but
it's
I don't.
very awkward and like you're
Yeah,
typing, like it just stinks.
yeah. But you can
Uh,
solo queue in Fall Guys.
yeah, you can go in Fall Guys and play for like 30 minutes, do a couple games, play a couple of mini things, and then throw it
Mm.
down. Among Us, it's tough. Like Among Us is great when you have 8 to 10 people. It's a great time,
Yeah.
especially if everybody's in like the right mindset of just like creating good content and funny content. But you can't like solo queue and go in. So that's the only reason why I'm saying Fall Guys. I actually don't think they either of them have staying power,
Mm,
but Among Us is a great party game.
definitely.
It's a great party game. You have 10 people, have a good time, have some drinks, you're it up,
I think
and
we should just appreciate these games in general. It's taken us away from the toxic competitive like battle royale kind of game, and it's like this is a fun game. Both Among Us and Fall Guys are great games to party up and, like you were saying, make great content. hopefully we see more. Hopefully there's more games that come from this.
I would really like to see more. I would really like to see more new stuff. Among Us, keep it up. You're doing great. Fall Guys, you have a shot to get back in it, but you need it needs to happen. It needs to happen now, sooner rather than later. Um, you might be able to save it. But Among Us is crushing it. Still one of the top games on Twitch every night. So keep it up. Keep up the great content for everybody who's playing it.
Yeah.
I think people love watching it. It's very fun. And plus, you kind of, if you're a streamer, you get to kind of play with your community a little bit too, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Because you can open it up. You need another person. Someone's usually always there in chat that says like, "Oh, I'm down if you need one person. Yeah, jump on in.
Yeah.
More than welcome."
Sure.
I think that's really, really cool. All right, let's roll on to I'm gonna say the biggest streamer on Twitch right now. But
Whoa.
we're gonna talk about NickMercs signed a 3-year extension, contract extension with Faze. That was earlier this week. The money details were not discussed. Probably pretty huge because he's literally the biggest free agent, or he wasn't a free agent, but statistically wise, he's the biggest streamer on Twitch. He's the most subs to streamer on Twitch right now at 56,000. He's doing YouTube now. NickMercs is literally living the dream and crushing it. I've been a fan of NickMercs, like many people, since I basically found Twitch. He found a lot of success in the competitive mode when he first started. Then he switched over to Fortnite for a while, crushed it there. He was the controller. He started controller in Fortnite, and everybody's following him now in Fortnite that still plays it. He switched over to Warzone when that came out, and every stream I watch, he's at like 50 to 60,000 people watching, and it's crazy. And I try to like, it's just him. Like he's so lovable and realistic, and it's just a party going. And this was like Tim when Tim first started. When I first started watching Tim, it's just like, dude, you're there for him, bro. Like super funny, keeps it super real, keeps it a buck all the time. And like he also swears and stuff too, so it's not like a PG version of a streamer like people did with Fortnite.
Yeah.
And that's him and that's what I look for in a streamer, is just the realness that comes through. And you get it when you watch Nick, and he's so good at the games he plays. He's unbelievable at Warzone. Crushes all these MFAN tournaments, these Warzone tournaments. He's crushing, just making bank. Dude's fucking loaded right now, and he's absolutely killing it. He's crushing life. He's crushing Twitch. So big pogs to him. I'm happy he did the 3-year extension. My question to you, Mendy, is this bigger for NickMercs, or is this bigger for Faze signing this contract extension?
I'm gonna say Faze. It's bigger for Faze to get NickMercs because I don't know how long this has been going on for, but lately I've been seeing whenever Faze posts something, it's like, oh, they're just doing this for the content. Like, what happened to the gaming side of things? Oh, they're just doing this for like the clout, or they're just trying to get people's attention. Where NickMercs is like real gamer, real streamer. So I feel like that's big for Faze, and also it's NickMercs. Like he's a great guy, and like you were saying before, statistically he's the best streamer on Twitch. So big W for Faze, and obviously NickMercs benefits off of it as well.
This is 157%. If it could get higher than 157%, it'd be higher. But that's the max. We all know that. This is the biggest win for Faze more than anything.
Yeah.
Nick could do his own thing. He's one of those people that doesn't need to be associated with an org or anything like that, right? He doesn't need it at this point.
True.
You could do what Ninja does, Tim does. Like when you reach that position, you don't need to be associated with an org. So Faze to me just like supports him, helps him if he needs any stuff, gives him a contract, basically just to rep that he's with Faze, right? You think of Faze and you think of like 18-year-olds or like 22-year-olds that are just partying in a house and gaming and being super toxic. where Nick kind of does his own thing. In the article I was reading about this signing was he likes it because Faze just kind of lets him be. You know, they say you keep it up, you're crushing it, your numbers speak for themselves. We don't have to do much.
Because
But we're
he
here
has
if you
his
need
own
us.
place, right? He's not with all them making content. He's just
up
doing his
in
own thing, right?
he's up in Michigan, I believe. And he
Nice.
just built that entire the house and the stream room. I don't know if you've seen the video.
I was waiting for that.
But he's got it all, man. And he literally is just doing his own thing. And he's crushing it. And he's absolutely crushing it. So
Big pogs.
I don't think he really needs Faze. I think he likes having Faze there to help support. But he doesn't need it. So to me, it's a bigger win for Faze with this contract. I mean, it's a win for everybody in it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
He gets the bag and just has to say he's part of Faze. But like, you don't think of him as Faze though, right? Because he's not 22 years old. Just
Wait,
like
he's got he's married, right?
he's engaged, I believe.
Okay.
I believe he's engaged.
Yeah.
But man, he's crushing it. I love Nick. If you're not watching Nick, and maybe you don't even like Warzone, he's just content, just all the time. He's just content. Que pasa? I love NickMercs, man. I love him. Great streamer. Great streamer. If you haven't checked them out, please do. All right, let's talk about Rocket League.
This is Rocket League.
So this is the first crossover that we're seeing between Fortnite and Rocket League. I knew it was going to happen. We talked about it on Tuesday. We knew it was happening.
This looks so silly on screen.
The crazy thing is like we didn't even have to wait like 5 days before it happened. Like they're just like, "Yep, here it is. You're
here."
But this is kind of in the area, Mendy, that you talked about. You're like, don't mess with Rocket League. Keep it as it is. You can put any Fortnite stuff you want inside of it, but just don't mess with it. And what they did here, I think, is exactly what you said. They're not messing with the Rocket League game. They're literally just adding Fortnite stuff into Rocket League. So they're calling the Llama-Rama event Llama-Rama. And basically what you do is you do a bunch of challenges and you can unlock Fortnite theme like decals, hats. You can get the battle bus.
I got that today. The controls on it feel so funky.
I mean, that thing's diesel, bro. Look at that.
It's a tank, dude.
Look at the hitboxes that thing probably has.
It also weirdly turns on a dime, and it's really it's a really weird car. I can't explain it.
Is it cracked or no? Is it good?
I don't like it because I'm not used to it, but I feel like it's. I was thinking of this. This might be a little bit far fetched, but I think the car is easier for a beginner, and I think they did that on purpose.
So I would like this.
This is just going through my head. CJ's going no. I feel like it turns on a dime. It's a better hitbox. The aerials are going to be tough because you can't really adjust to it. But beginners aren't really going to go for aerial shots. It's all ground play. So I feel like how it's designed is meant for people who love Fortnite and people who are starting the game. I don't know it's true. It's just my opinion. It's interesting to play it.
All right, so I don't think I actually got it, but
you have to do a few challenges. It's super easy. I did it in a day. I did it in like maybe 2 hours. It's super easy.
Yeah, I was actually talking. I was playing some Warzone yesterday with CJ. He came in, and we were talking, and he said when he plays new people in Rocket League, he's loving every second of it. Just playing just like really bad beginners out there. So he's probably played against me because I'm so bad at Rocket League. But I did download it, and if you don't know this, it might even be over at this point. But if you claim Rocket League on Epic, they give you a $10 coupon. So I actually reclaimed Rocket League. I didn't have any intentions of doing it, but I got a $10 coupon for an Epic game, which I used on Among Trees that maybe we can hit at a later date, but we won't hit it here. Are we going to see more of these types of things, Mendy?
I hope so. I think it's cool. As of right now, you have 15 days to complete this challenge, which is a lot of time. So hopefully they just keep pumping stuff out. I'm here for it. If they're gonna give us stuff, give us challenges, as long as they keep the game as it is and just give us like in-game stuff like cosmetics, I'm all about it. Just don't
This is fine.
just keep Rocket League as it is. You can put in a battle bus. It's fun. It's like, you know, a new funny meme like car you can put in, but just keep Rocket League how it is. That's all. That's all.
And it seems like that's what they're gonna do.
Hopefully.
I wonder if they add, you know how like Fortnite has cars now because it's like
I was thinking that too. Maybe you see like the Octane, like those generic Rocket League cars in the game now in Fortnite.
I think that'd be smart to take the cars out that are in Fortnite right now and put in the cars that are in Rocket League. It would just be an easy collab right there, you know?
Yeah. We'll
Or
see.
you take the cars from Fortnite and you put them in Rocket League somehow. It's too easy. It's too easy. All right, enough Fortnite. I'll talk Rocket League, but enough Fortnite. Let's go to GameStop. We're gonna talk about GameStop because they did something actually kind of cool this week. They announced that they're going to get more pre-orders for the PlayStation 5. No, nothing further than that. What's your thoughts on that? That generic sentence I just said. What are your in-depth thoughts on that?
My initial thought was, does that mean like in store or online? Like, do I have to go in store to pre-order, or can I do it online?
What I read it didn't say.
Okay, so
I'm guessing it's in store.
Because I keep thinking of our buddy Krusty said he tried to get the pre-order in store, and they said they weren't going to do it, so it sucked that they lure people back in and them to say, oh, actually, it's just for the website.
I didn't think about that. But the article I read didn't mention if it was in store or online. I actually just for the customer itself, I would hope it's online.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
But then you also have to worry about
the bots claiming all the pre-orders.
Right? So
Yeah,
like,
true.
at the same time, I kind of wish it was
True.
like it was in store.
Where have we come from? Like, it's like a weird full circle of people waiting in line like 1 a.m. to get like these pre-orders or the console itself, and then we're like, oh, we'll just do online, simple, easy. And now we're forced to go back into the store because of the bots that are claiming all the pre-order or all the whatever.
Because of the bots, I think it's cool for GameStop to do this, and the angle that I want to kind of take this is this a sign that PlayStation is going to crush Xbox?
Probably.
In terms of sales?
If they do this well and they do it properly, then I think so, yeah. But if they mess up and screw people over, then game over. But I still think PS5 is going to dominate.
To me, it's saying that there's just such an there's such a big demand for PlayStation 5s and people getting their hands on a PlayStation 5 that GameStop literally said, we need more. Have you ever seen the movie Blow with Johnny Depp?
A while ago. Holy cow.
They're like transferring the stuff at the airport and the guy's just sitting there going, more. We need more. I just feel like that's what GameStop's doing with PlayStation right now. Like they're handing over the suitcase with illegal stuff in it and they're just like, more. We need more.
People want this, man.
More.
People are stuck at home. People are in quarantine. Like, there's a reason why the Switch sold out, and there's a reason why it's gonna be very difficult to get your hands on PS5.
I think it's a good move by GameStop, to be determined if it's on site or online. To avoid the bots, I kind of wish it's in store, but I also don't want people like our friend Krusty to go there, wait in line, and then all of a sudden they're just like, no, we don't have it. Like, that would be unfortunate. But I think that's the safest way for people to maybe have a shot at getting it. We're online. I don't think you'll be able, I don't even know what the chances would be, but I feel like it'd be lower online as opposed to going to a store. But good job by GameStop. More. We need more. I love that. Shout out to Blow. Great movie. Johnny Depp crushed it in that.
Very early in his career.
Big shout out. George Jung, Braintree, Massachusetts. Your South Shore. You're all right. Let's talk about Spellbreak.
You're gonna have to do a lot of talking on this because I haven't played this game yet. I don't really know much about it other than watching you guys play it. It's made a lot of noise though. I didn't
All right,
think it would catch
let's
on.
let's talk about what you've seen so far in Spellbreak and what your thoughts are on it, and then I'll go into kind of like a breakdown about it.
So it's a battle royale game, and it seems like you can pick a character. I don't know what they're called with different abilities, or you can equip different abilities. But you can also
Mhm.
pick up guns. There's also like chests you can pick up, but each ability has like you can do combos with it that does like more damage or effective damage, and
Crushing it. You're nailing it. Except for the guns thing. There's no guns, but
but you can. There's chests, no, where you can pick up.
yep, there's chests.
And does that just make your abilities better, or you can switch up abilities?
So you start out with you pick
Okay.
a main element. So I started off with fire or the toxic element.
Okay.
Um, and that goes on your left hand. And then in the chest, you get either upgrades for that or you get a chance of getting the other elements.
Okay.
So it's
So you can
basically
you can jump in with something, but then switch it out with something else.
no, your main is
Always
that
there.
doesn't go, but you can alternate your other one. So you have two, and you can't you can't switch your the one that you jump in with, but you can alternate your other one.
Okay.
And there's different levels. There's like a gray, which is the basic. There's a green, a blue, a purple, and a legendary as well. And
Very
like
colorful gameplay.
the graphics, I think were my favorite part.
Yeah.
I think it looked really cool.
A big
That
comic booky, no?
it's kind of like it kind of reminded me of like Fortnite a little bit.
Oh.
Just off like graphics, and obviously it's the third person view. Um, but the gameplay is just something I've never played before, and boy was I terrible.
Do you enjoy it though? Does it feel natural, or is it a tough learning curve to play this game?
The It's very tough. The shooting,
Mm-hmm.
like you have to kind of like premeditate where the person's going.
Okay.
So my accuracy was so bad. So say you have a fire, like you choose the fire element to start off with. You shoot like a fireball out,
Yeah.
and it's just like this like mini orb that you shoot, and it's just so hard to like predetermine where the person's going to go. Everybody's jumping around, you're flying around in the air, you're shooting a bunch of stuff out. So hard to track anybody in the game.
Hmm.
Um, if I had to give a grade for it, a 1 through 10 grade on this one, um, I don't want to bash it, but I want to call it how it is. It's not great.
Okay.
It's to me, it was like a 6.4.
That's like a D
It,
minus.
but it's like entertain. It's an above average game.
Yeah.
Is how I look at it. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't dominate. It doesn't crush. It's just kind of. I love the spin that they have on it, where you're just jumping around, flying. You're shooting a bunch of magic out. Um, and that was very cool. But the PvP fights were so hard and difficult. Do you remember the cycle, the PvP and
Yeah,
cycle?
dude. I feel
And
like
there
I
was
would
something just
shoot the
off.
whole. Yeah,
There was something just like a little bit off in the PvP, right?
I felt like it was really difficult to kill someone, but somebody trying to kill me was super easy, and
That's
it
that's
was
exactly how I felt in this.
okay.
So the PvP was just a smidge off. I think if they fix that, I don't know how they'd be able to.
Hmm.
Um,
Or make it
and maybe
clearer, like make it clear on like what you need to use or do on the abilities. It seems like because I remember you guys are saying that there's combos and stuff you can use that does more damage. So maybe
the
if they're just
combos were fine. It was
okay,
the main shooting, and I think the issue was is like it takes a while for that fireball to get to the opponent.
and they
Where
can easily dodge it.
you're shooting like a gun or something like that, right? It's like instant.
True. Or at
But
least you know where it's
here
gonna go. But with this, it seems like you're not sure.
Well, you're just like trying to guess where the person's gonna go,
Mm.
and like that's where you're aiming to shoot the fireball or the toxic stuff, and it's very difficult to guess. And plus, the person's in the air, flying around, so it's very hard to hit your things. One of our buddies, Sith, crushes this game,
He was
and
meant for this though.
he hits all of his shots, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay,
He plays Elder Scrolls Online, and it's kind to me it does kind of look similar the play style of this and
Mhm.
that game, because he dominates that game and he kills everyone in sight. So I would only imagine he does really well in this.
here's the things I liked. I liked the graphics. I liked the features. I think those are all really cool.
Mm.
I love jumping around. You're literally just Harry Potter, dude, just jumping around, just throwing a bunch of stuff out, which is cool, and I love that part. The stuff I didn't like were the player versus player battles. I thought those were very difficult. Um, and the shield and health aspect was kind of broken. Um, you pick up potions. It's very hard to find a belt. That's where your shields are. You have to get a belt first, and you can upgrade that.
Mm-hmm.
Those were very hard to find off rip. And then when you did get shields in the middle of a fight, it's almost impossible to put shields on and get health back. You would have to either drink the potion. There's a small one, which is 3 seconds, and then a big one, which is 5 seconds. You drink that. So you take the time to drink the potion or health, and it's not automatic. Like your health or shield goes up like very slowly.
Mm.
So I thought that was a little messed up. Like you take 5 seconds to put a potion on, you should get that right away because you already waited 5 seconds.
Mm.
So like in Apex, if you put a battery on, you instantly get your entire shield back up because you took that 5 seconds to put the battery on.
Gotcha.
Where here you take the 5 seconds, but you don't get that instant gratification of losing that time. So I didn't like that. That's what threw me off. Give it a shot. It's free. There's a lot worse free games out there than Spellbreak. And like I said, I did have fun jumping around. I played with Scoot, Yvonne, Lambo. We all had some fun doing it. I think we're spell breaking out, but we did enjoy it. I probably put like 15 hours in. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I put 15 hours in it. I had fun. Got a couple dubs.
Here's the final question to this game. When can we say game's dead, bro?
Game's dead.
How long you think this has got? To me, I see it. I see gone in a month.
Ask me next week, because it might be dead by next week.
Okay,
We'll
seems
see.
like we're on the same page.
We'll see. It's definitely not gonna. It doesn't have the staying power. I think some people are gonna continue to like it because they're used to that kind of game.
2 hours, says Yvonne.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. I think it's worth trying. I think it's worth trying. I'll say that.
And 4.
All right. Let's talk about an old game that's being remaking. Is that a word? Am I remaking that word up? We're gonna talk about Metal Gear Solid. Remoke. Yep, remoke. We'll go, Yvonne. We're gonna go with remoke. I actually really loved this news, and the news is that PlayStation 5 is going to come out with an exclusive remoke of the original Metal Gear Solid. And this game came out over 20 years ago. Okay, the original Snake and everything. I think what I'm most jacked up about this for is the success that Resident Evil had as being a remote game. Remote. So when Resident Evil, the success it's had with the remakes that they've had, I think if Metal Gear is even right in the ballpark of it, I think this is going to be a huge success. Do you have that feeling as well?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of people are going to jump on this game, especially because it hits home to so many players.
Like a lot of people, this might be their like first game that they remember playing.
True.
Like if you came up in the tree of PlayStation, this is probably one of the first games that you probably played. And um, these types of game, Resident Evil, Metal Gear, Zelda's, even like these hit home for a lot of people. So when you do a remake like Resident Evil did, like Metal Gear's doing right now, you're going back to people's childhoods, and you're just bringing it to 2020, which I love. I love that. Resident Evil's graphics were so sick on the remake. Both of them, they were so sick. So if you can bring in those graphics to the original Metal Gear, oh, it's just like it's a recipe for greatness, and I'm so excited. I think this is a great idea by PlayStation to come out with this. Um, do you feel any different, or are you all on board?
I'm all on board, baby.
There's been so many Metal Gears too. I think Peter and them were talking that there's a new Metal Gear itself just coming out.
Maybe.
I was watching the retro stream with Maddie, and they were talking about how they would like to. Matt wants to redo some of the Metal Gears because there's a new one coming out.
That would be
But
cool.
I don't know if they were talking about a new one
Or this
or if
one.
they're talking about the remake.
Gotcha. I'm not sure,
So we might have
honestly.
to check back with Maddie on that one, but we can confirm the original Metal Gear Solid is being, as Yvonne says, remoked and will be coming out for PlayStation 5. 2 thumbs up from both of us on this side for sure, and I think it's going to do really well just based off how Resident Evil did. Here. Twitch. Let's move to Twitch. Twitch. Twitch is dropping a ban hammer, bro. They're just like, yo, SoundCloud, sup, banned. So this came out this week. SoundCloud, who is a Twitch partner, I can say I've never seen a SoundCloud Twitch stream.
Same.
I'm just envisioning that they just play music the entire time. Maybe they have DJs on. They'll just bring in DJs that rip like a set here and there. Never seen it though, so I could be entirely wrong. That's just what I'm assuming. But they did get hit with what I read at first, it was a permanent ban. But it's not a permanent ban anymore. It's a temporary ban.
Oh.
And Mendy, what would you think SoundCloud was banned for?
I would just thought of the DMCA strike.
That was my initial things, and I think it was reported that it was DMCA. But then good old Slasher on Twitter actually had an updated tweet this week saying it was not for DMCA strikes.
Oh.
That the stream broke the sexual content and nudity clause that's in Twitch.
SoundCloud, you devil.
So I don't know how that happened, but when I saw everything come out with SoundCloud getting banned, I'm just like, all right, there's our first like
real
big
DMCA
announcement
strike.
For people getting DMCA struck.
Yeah, same.
But that's not what happened. And I don't know if I believe that it wasn't DMCA.
I feel like there's more reports that need to come out. It's too early.
If a music channel is going to get banned and you're going to tell me it was for something other than DMCA strikes, I'm going to be a little bit suspect. That's just
Same.
me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to ban anybody for DMCA strikes, it's going to be something like SoundCloud, who literally just pumps out music the entire time.
See, man.
But it was interesting to see the update from Slasher. Slasher has a lot of really good inside sources. That's who we get. Day sends a bunch of Slasher stuff over to us.
Thank you, Day.
So like we use Day, not Day. Well, we use Day as a source too, but we also use Slasher as a source to basically get most of our information. So he's usually pretty heavily involved in this stuff. So I do take him for his word, but to me, it's kind of hard to believe a music stream not getting actually hit with the DMCA strike. Manny, what's your thoughts on the DMCA that's going on? Like,
they striked me, bro.
Twitch did?
Twitter.
So Twitter did. I got hit with Twitter like a month ago as well. But people were so scared when this first came out, right?
People were freaking
And
out.
everybody I feel is playing music at this point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you play Yummy. Um, I'm even starting to play songs of music again. I kind of wasn't for a while, but I'm
Yeah.
back to playing music like Trap
I
Nation
think
music.
I think everyone's was terrified at first, and now they're just like, heck it, we're just gonna do whatever now.
Is the common ground that you just don't make clips
I think
that have
so.
music in it?
I feel like you shouldn't, like, if you are a clip type person or always like trying to make a clip or do some sort of content, you probably shouldn't have music in the background anyway because Twitch does remove it.
Yep.
So I'm assuming people that need those clips, they don't play music in the background to begin with. But who knows?
I mean, lucky enough for me, I barely do anything good enough to make it a clip. So I can just jam out all I want because I don't need to worry about my clips.
True.
But I don't think people I think people are kind of settled now and they're like, all right, we can play music on stream. Let's just do it during whether we're in a waiting lobby or something like that. We can jam out to some music. But as soon as the game starts, just maybe mute the music and then just play your game. So when you clip it and you put it onto Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter or something like that, Facebook, wherever you post your stuff, then you're not using illegal music
Yeah.
because you'll get DMCA struck. I can't believe they took away that video. That was so good.
What, my Titanic one?
Yeah, your Titanic one. That was really good.
Instagram still has it, so that's my saving grace at the current moment.
Nice. It's if you haven't seen it, Mendy, it was a great one. How long ago was it? 2 months?
Probably, yeah, about 2 months ago.
Go to Mendy's Instagram and check it out because it was really good edit and it was really well done between an Apex game with Party Scientist, our friend Jules, and Mendy. It was just really good. It was really good.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about Amazon. Amazon had a couple cool things that happened this week.
Yes. Luna? Luna?
Yeah, Luna. What the heck are you?
What,
Luna, I barely know her. So Luna is Amazon's new, I hate saying this. Cloud-based gaming service.
What happened
I
to
don't know.
like Arcadia? What was that other one that they had?
Google Stadia
Yeah, whatever the heck it
was
was
one.
called.
I just don't believe cloud-based streaming services, gaming services, are the wave.
Just get a Switch, fam. Just like if you want to go on the go and play games, just get a Switch.
I just as soon as you throw the term cloud-based gaming service, I'm just like, nope, this isn't gonna be it. This is not gonna be it.
It's cool to see. It's a cool concept. I don't think it doesn't seem like it caught on before this, and I don't think it's gonna catch on now. But I still think it's cool. I'm not gonna get involved in it whatsoever. But I do like they're trying to push for this sort of thing in a way.
The idea is so good
Yeah.
too. Just like take gaming wherever you want. But why does it suck so much? Like all these things just suck.
I think it's just another thing you got to pay for. It's like, and most of the time you're gonna game at your home, especially nowadays. So it's like, is this worth the investment? Is this really worth doing?
I guess if like you travel a lot, but would you rather have the Switch, Stadia, or this? Like Luna? Would you rather have Luna?
I'm gonna take Switch, but if I really wanted to play games on the go, I'd probably end up just buying a laptop, like a really good laptop that can handle a game like Valorant or something like that.
So basically, what we're looking at here is a more modified Game Boy, right? Like this kind of technology, but like you don't need game cartridges. It's all digital.
Digital.
Like these should do really well. I've met one person who has Stadia,
I don't think I know anybody.
and I met him out here in Arizona. He just moved out here about the same time I did. We were talking about gaming. He's like, "Yeah, I got Google Stadia." I was like, "You're the first person I've ever met that."
What did he say to
Has-
that?
He he's like, I don't really like it.
Oh wow.
I was like, understandable.
It doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. Like it doesn't seem like it's worth the investment.
So and here's maybe why I don't have any faith in this. Listen, these are some games. We're gonna talk about some of the games that are gonna be available for the Luna. Okay, it's gonna start out really strong, and then I think you're gonna be very disappointed. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Thumbs
Okay,
up or thumbs down?
that's pretty lit. That's pretty cool.
Thumbs up. I'm thumbs up for Valhalla.
Same.
Resident Evil 7.
That's cool. Thumbs up.
Cool. Not like great, but hey, cool. It's cool. It's there. All right. Watch Dogs Legion.
I wasn't a big fan of Watch Dogs, but I know Yvonne and a bunch of other people love Watch Dogs.
This is the point of the game list where we start going down.
Okay. Okay.
Just a fair warning. Sonic Mania.
Oh, love that. That's a big 2 thumbs up right there.
Metro Exodus.
That's cool.
I didn't put any more lists on the game previews because I hadn't heard of a single other game that the list presented.
Oh wow.
Like, bro, if you're gonna make cloud streaming games, put games in there.
Give us everything. Imagine if you had the whole market, like a whole Steam library.
I just don't know what's stopping them from adding to this list. Like,
I
you
think
have
it's the
Valhalla, that's
compatibility
cool.
with like mobile games and a bunch of other stuff. I think they're kind of limited.
I think that's where these gaming services start to fail.
Yeah.
Give us some way like a Game Boy where you can actually put a game in one of these streaming services, and it will crush. It will absolutely crush. How does Switch get games? Do you buy games for Switch or is it digital?
Both. You can download them or you can buy like the little cartridge.
See, the thing that kind of pisses me off with Switch, it's all Nintendo stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
I want one that just has everything. Like, give me
this could be it, but obviously not.
Give me a PSP. Give me an updated PlayStation Portable where you can get all of PlayStation's games for it. And I'm in. But don't give me this cloud-based crap that pumps out B to B minus and below games. Like, I want the A games, okay?
Top tier.
I don't want Assassin's Creed Valhalla to be the highlight of my game list. I just don't. I don't. I don't think this is going to be great, but people will buy it. Maybe the next place I move to, the person will buy this, and we can have another discussion later on about it. But Google Stadia flopped. I don't know how this is going to do. At least it's Amazon. I mean, it was Google though too. So, one other cool thing that happened with Amazon this week. This is what you sent me over. You can now do Twitch gift cards on Amazon.
True.
Which I kind of dig. I wanted to hate it at first, and then I put a little thought into it, and we had a little back and forth. But I really like this because kids today are using their parents' credit cards to buy bits on Twitch and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, if it's their birthday, you can give them a $50 gift card to Twitch. And guess what you can use that $50 gift card on?
Tier 3 sub to Pokemon.
So you can buy bits. I can't confirm if it's for subscriptions.
Okay.
Because subscriptions you usually need to put the credit card in, right?
And they're renewed, so
it rolls over.
It might not. You might not be able to do subscriptions. Maybe gifted subs.
I don't know. It'd be nice if there was a way that you could put that towards subscriptions. I just don't know how that would work. Maybe make it monthly, like if they add monthly.
Because Twitch Prime doesn't automatically renew, so maybe you can do a Twitch gift card for a sub, but I don't know.
What if you even increased it to like you can subscribe for a month for $6?
Or what if you had like $10 gift card and you can do two subs off rip, like you just push it ahead.
2 months of sub.
Yeah.
I think there's a way to do it. I just don't know if Twitch is gonna go down that path. But even
Probably
for
not.
bits, I think it's cool for bits.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't really like bits because I don't think you get your best bang for your buck as the buyer or as the streamer. I don't think you get the best bang for your buck with bits, but bits is more about just like, hey, I'm gonna toss you a couple bits, and it's just kind of like a community thing,
yeah.
showing support, and like people have alerts for it and stuff, so it makes the alerts go off. So it's cool. Bits are cool.
They're hip. They're new.
Yeah, they're in. They're now.
Oh,
They're vibing. But I think that's pretty cool. Like on Christmas, if you have a little niece or nephew that rips Twitch and loves going Twitch, and
this is right up Luke's alley.
like they're always like asking like your brother or sister or your in-law, like your sister's brother and sister-in-laws. They're like, oh, they keep taking my credit card and buying no bits over here. And then you just be like, well, hey, here's $100 to Twitch. Get a bunch of them. Probably get the best deal if you buy $100 worth right off the rip.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. It's one of those things that I'm surprised didn't happen earlier.
I feel like I don't know, it kind of snuck up out of nowhere. I wonder if it's been out for a while and they're like, maybe we should announce this.
The one thing I do hate,
Hmm.
it's just Amazon and Twitch just making more money. They're like, all right, we're going to take your $50 that you're already giving
it's
Amazon
sending it back to
Twitch.
us. Yeah.
And then when you buy bits, we make so much money off bits. Like you're taking that $50 and you're actually giving us like $70 if you spend all 50 on Twitch on the bits.
Hmm.
So you take that 50, Twitch and Amazon turn that into $70. So it's kind of sneaky. Kind of sneaky. But hey, can't hate them for it. I think it's a good move. Speaking of hip and what's extremely in these days, what's up, Adidas? You and your gaming gear? You gamers out there? Hardcore gamers? Yo, Mendy. Check out these dope CyberPunk shoes, bro.
They're pretty tough. I think
Look
they
at
were
these.
like, sorry for the delay. Here's some cool shoes.
How much, if you had to take a guess, how much you think these things cost? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to say 120. Chat, what do you think? How much pair of shoes of the CyberPunk Adidas?
I'm going to say $149.99.
I'm going to stick with 120.
Punk 27.7 shoe price. I don't even know if they have a price.
I don't think they might not release anything yet.
Not yet. How much were the ninja shoes? I guess I should have looked. I should have looked at that first. I think for shoe wise, I think they look cool, except for the thing where it says CyberPunk on the side.
Yeah, they're pretty tough. I'd cop.
I think the shoe looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd wear.
I dig purple and black. I'm into it. As you can see, all my styrofoam behind me, purple and black. I like it. I think it's good color combo.
Maybe you need a little gold in your life, Stavi.
I love the gold Adidas signs on the sides. I think that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
I just hate the CyberPunk on it. Just don't say CyberPunk. Just make them like that, and then people would know that they're CyberPunk.
Or put them on the inside of the shoe so you can't really see it.
Or at like the tongue up top. Like right at the tip of the tongue. They must know or think there's definitely a market for this stuff, because otherwise, why would you pump it out?
Must be doing well, because they've done a handful of these, like Adidas and crossover with another game.
I do like these to me look better than the Ninja ones.
I think it's you don't really like. It wouldn't matter either way.
No, just like the design itself.
It's clean.
I like
this
the
looks
design.
nice. Yeah, I'm with it.
It looks cool. I think Deli will probably get them.
I tagged him in it, but he did not respond back. I'm still waiting on a response.
Waiting for a response. All right, that's enough Adidas shoes and cyberpunking. This game's probably gonna get delayed again. Rip. Let's get to some Valorant here real quick. We'll close up the gaming news with some Valorant talk. Let's see what happened with Valorant this week. Oh, they dropped another gun skin. I feel like they're dropping new gun skins like every week. So like the gun skin itself to me isn't like the news thing that I want to talk about. Yes, it's gaming news how they're dropping a new gun skin. It's actually called Gun, G.U.N, and I'm going to butcher this. Gravitational Uranium Neuroblaster. Gun for short is what it's called.
I think that was spot on.
Yeah, I did a lot of practice in the mirror.
Good for
Like,
you.
the skins look pretty cool. Like, do you think they're pretty tough skins? It look like they're like ray guns, right?
What I love about the Valorant guns is the animations that come along with it.
These ones look pretty cool.
What up, Danky?
Holy smokes. It's Danks. Just got back clean from a nice little vacay. Year. And he brought the party scientist with him. Year. Megs wants a size 10.5 as well in the cyberpunk shoes. So we'll make sure we'll make sure to cop for Megs when he gets them. He'll throw them on the Instagram story.
Fair enough.
So the Valorant guns, like you said, wicked cool. I always love picking up other people's guns.
But they have to have the animation, like the kill animation. Like it has to have like something cool to go along with it. If it's just the skin itself, I don't want it.
You like the dragon one, right?
I originally I said that was like the dumbest thing they could have ever done, and then I picked one of those bad boys up, probably from Danky, and I don't know why, but I felt like I shoot better with the freaking.
Bro,
this game
is paid. It's pay to win. If you buy the skins, they actually add more accuracy. I am 100% in this corner that gun skins make you better. Pay to win.
Even the classics, like when people drop their fancy classics, I'm picking those pistols up. I'm picking them up.
I only have classics. I'm a classic main, which is why I think I'm terrible at the game. Because I'm just a classic. I'm a classic Vandal guy. I'm just a classic. I'm a basic bitch. What can I say? Just give me a classic. So I wanted to bring this up because, yes, there's a new skin in the game. Why the hell are these skins so freaking expensive?
I'm going to let it slide because the game's free. And I'm going to keep it as that.
But it doesn't have to be like $100 for a set of skins.
With the bundle, yeah. But if you get it, you can get like one gun for $5-10. So that's still kind of expensive. I don't know. I paid like $10 for the dragon one. And I think that's pretty expensive. So I'm here for it. I like seeing it. I'm not gonna buy the whole bundle.
I love the skins. The skins are dope. I think the skins are really cool. I just think they're really expensive.
Yeah. The bottom left one, is that a knife? Is that like one of the melee weapons?
That looks like the knife.
Interesting.
Maybe it's like a stick.
Like a wand or something?
Yeah, it looks like a stick. That op looks pretty sick though.
Yeah, they all look pretty cool.
We'll just have to play with Danks. Danks will buy it. We'll pick it up. And we'll see how it looks. They do look sick. And shout out to Valorant. They keep pumping out all these cool gun skins. People really like it. But like if you buy everything, I remember Hiko was talking about it. He's like, if you buy everything that just came out, it's like gonna be like $180.
Yeah.
So like it can stack up pretty quickly if you do buy everything. I wish there was a way they could bring that price down somehow. But like you said, free game. It's up to you if you want to push out the cash for it. But that's free game. Cool skins. I think we actually do have time for our closing segment here.
No to be continues.
No to be continues this week. We'll close up with this.
Let me switch over.
This is we kind of want to start bringing the pods down like a little. We're trying to come up with a name, so maybe y'all can help out. We want to kind of do like a closing segment, bro. We're transition out of the gaming news and we want to have fun and just relax and interact with chat and have a good little discussion. So if you want to help out with names, I threw out some names like Checkpoint, a cooldown, Finish Him. Mendy's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm just like, I'm trying to come up with like a name for this segment. And like to me, I wanted to do something with like just like closing out, vibing out, and just like finish them. Like Mortal Kombat when you're at the end, and like he's sitting there, and then the guy comes up, he's like, finish him. And cool, like cooldown. There's cooldowns in games, right? At checkpoints, like you have to hit a checkpoint and you save before you shut off the game. Finish him, you just woozy. You're all drunk at the end after getting beat up. So I don't know. We'll see what people like and what they don't like. But if you have any suggestions, hit them up in the GGR podcast section of the Discord. We'd love to get them. Jules says cooldown works. So if you have any fatality, I know Ultralight would like the Mortal Kombat reference there, but this is just the way we want to kind of interact with not only ourselves and maybe like a silly kind of question, but also get interaction from the chat as well. So, this I hinted at this 2 or 3 weeks ago when it was something that Sunfire brought up, and it was a tweet about someone was mentioning how it's unfair that celebrities come onto Twitch, start streaming on Twitch, and then they essentially instantly get partner and are also stealing views from affiliates, people pushing for affiliate that don't have celebrity status. People that may have been grinding for 2+ years or a year, putting in the time where celebrities just kind of come onto Twitch. They already have a fan base. They immediately get, thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. I think a good example here is Logic. Okay. Logic had a great career as a musician, great artist, but he said he retired and he went to start streaming on Twitch. And he immediately jumps in with just, tens of thousands of followers, just instantly right off the rip. He was probably gaming in the meantime and stuff. He's a gamer. But like, is it unfair that Logic just quits one career and then immediately is just able to pick up and get huge profits right away on Twitch? This is a very tough question too. I'm very torn both ways here. I just want everybody to know. So I'm going to let Mendy go first so he can look like the bad guy if he says something.
I don't know how I feel about it, honestly, because I feel like initially they're going to blow up on it. They're going to do really well. And then as the months go by, as the weeks go by, that same number, that same push, that same like excitement that first started won't be there later on. I feel like initially they'll do really well, but it all depends on what they do, the content they push out, and how they are as a streamer. And if they don't fit any of those categories, and if they're not doing well, I think their viewership's going to go down. So I don't. This is just came to mind right now. I don't know if you know this UFC fighter. I don't really know his name, but I only know him as the Sugar Show. He's like a lightweight fighter, and he has like this really interesting like persona, and he has like 40 views. He probably averages around like 40, 50 views. But he's a very well-known fighter and a good UFC fighter. And I think originally he did really well on Twitch, and then now he's just 40, 50. But then you got somebody like T-Pain, who has the most lit intro of Twitch, probably, singing, dancing.
DJ even said it in chat, and you and I have discussed T-Pain in the past.
And he deserves that. He deserves all the excitement. He deserves all the views. He's putting on a show, and people are watching it, and I'm not against that. So I think it's frustrating for people who have been grinding on Twitch and then seeing somebody just hopping right on and getting like numbers that they probably never seen or won't get anytime soon. So I understand that, but I think it boils down to, are they going to be a good streamer? And I think that's what's going to kind of clean out and level out all the streamers. Because it doesn't affect the big time streamers, the celebrities. Maybe a little bit, but
so I'm very torn on this. Okay.
Hmm.
And I think you did a good job there separating it out. Like, yes, they're gonna get the instant satisfaction of their fan base following them on Twitch if they're already on Twitch. And they need to create content to keep that up and keep people coming back, which T-Pain does. T-Pain does a great job at that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Logic stream, so I have no idea. Like, you can't be a celebrity and come over to Twitch and then be a dud and then still get people just aren't going to watch. Like, if you don't talk, or if you're not funny, or if you're not good at games, like if you don't have a personality. So yes, you do get all the follows at first, but you have to keep them there because otherwise people are going to stop watching. Where I think it's unfair to a point, it's not really unfair because they worked on to get where they are as a celebrity,
Mm-hmm.
and they have every right to go to Twitch and use this platform.
Mm-hmm.
But the hardest part on Twitch is grinding to get views
Yeah.
and followers. And Twitch, I think people are now realizing that Twitch is a platform where if you have a big following, you can literally just fire up and you're going to make a lot of money just by playing a video game.
Yeah. But even the money that they make on Twitch might not even be significant to them as like a good source of income, unless if they have like a partnered deal with Twitch.
No, but it's like a side hustle, and
True.
especially if you
True.
have
True.
like if you just game all the time, like you take
And they can launch merch through it. They can do other stuff that stems off of it.
it's smart. I'm going to say it's smart for them to do this because you're just expanding your growth, right?
Especially
You're expand,
nowadays, everybody's stuck at home,
you're
quarantine.
expanding your brand out a little bit, and I love it and I respect it. It's just the part that it's not the same for like they instantly come in and have just an inflow of people that are ready to watch them. So that's why I'm in the middle. It's very hard for me to be mad at them because I think they're doing the smart thing and taking advantage of a platform that could be very beneficial to them.
And also you got to think that, you know, people that are fans of T-Pain, or I'm trying to think of another celebrity that switched over Logic, they might not even
Logic
know.
has 407,000 followers, by the way.
Holy crap. They're bringing more awareness to Twitch. They're bringing more awareness to streaming, and that is obviously going to benefit everyone. So that's another positive thing that can come from this.
Yeah, but that's where kind of like people are viewing it now as like, dude, I'm already playing video games. I should be streaming and making money as well.
True.
It's weird. Like I hate it that they're doing it at the same time, just because they're doing it as like a business thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I always say, like, if you're playing video games all day, why aren't you just streaming it?
True.
Wait until someone like a celebrity gets in trouble on Twitch, and then I'll think you'll see the celebrities going down.
Mm.
Like not everybody will jump on. Like they'll come out and say something stupid, like a young athlete might say something dumb or
Mm.
that they'll like regret, and then they'll get a lot of backlash from like their fan base and be like, "Did you see what so and so said live on Twitch or something like that?"
And then
And
it gives Twitch a bad name somehow, and
then they'll get banned, and then they'll have to
mm.
get in trouble with
Hopefully that
their
doesn't
league
happen.
that they're in and their team.
You want to
Um,
know who is on Twitch? A celebrity streaming? Soldier Boy. I think
Yeah, you sent me a clip of him, and like it was such an obnoxious clip. I was just like, he's screaming the entire time, and I was just like, this is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's the thing. If people don't like that, they're not going to go in to watch his stream.
That was very interesting. He like blew up a car and like
Oh yeah,
acted
I forgot.
acting like he was like it was like the best play in the history of everything. It was literally just a rocket launcher to a car. Um,
Drake playing video games.
so I'm torn on it a little bit.
Hmm.
I respect him for doing it. It's an avenue. It's additional income for them. I just think they kind of like cut the line in the grind, which everybody here in our community is grinding. You know, most of our friends are grinding. And then people just come over and immediately just have the satisfaction of all these followers. But hey, they earned it at the same time. So I'm very torn on it. I'm very torn.
It's okay.
I'm torn. I'm torn. And that was Finish Him for this week, or
Dude, you missed
the cooldown, or
Fatality.
fatality, or the checkpoint, or closing segment. No to be continued this week. Yvonne, well, maybe we just have Yvonne just do a voiceover of it. So when we go to the segment,
I
it's
just press a
Yvonne's
button.
voice. Yeah.
Fatality.
Maybe we just have her say like all of them, just like checkpoint, cool down, finish him, fatality. Yvonne, what's up? Record. You're all right. I got nothing else, Mendy. If you want to add anything, anybody in chat wants to add anything, holler.
Just as always, shout out to all my ears. And I want to give another shout out to Rhino for letting me be on his podcast. I had a lot of fun, and definitely check it out when it goes live. And check this out when it goes live. We put a lot of work into this. You should rewatch this whole thing. You should like it. You should comment on it.
You should memorize it.
Yeah. All jokes aside, I hope everybody's doing well. Big preach, big ears. I'm gonna sign over back to Stabby Buck.
All right, thanks for the handoff, Mendy. After that nice finish him we had there, we mentioned it earlier. Big shout out to our homie Day, who tags us constantly throughout the week on Twitter stuff, and we've been seeing a more spread out array of topics. I think over the past couple weeks, it's not just Fortnite, it's not just Apex, it's not just Warzone. We've been hitting on a lot of things, and that goes out to Day, who just tags us. He's just, I said like, hey, you're doing a great job. He goes, no, it really helps me get through work. So he'll just tag us in there, and then I'll go through and kind of organize everything together. So big shout out to Day for doing that. It helps us out huge in pumping out some of this content. So just about all of the content actually. So Day, thank you. We greatly appreciate it. It does mean a lot, and I don't want it to go unnoticed. I want everybody to know who is kind of our sources for our topics. So big shout out to Day, and also big shout out to the GGR. Big shout out to the GGR. Your skirt. Your. That's it. Everybody who chilled in the chat all night, we greatly appreciate everybody who's listening right now in the audio version or watching on YouTube. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate that.